What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Miss Azriel's Gaming. So today we're going to jump back into a MoonVale, and if you remember from the last episode, we got back in touch with Eric. He was searching the cave system for Adam, still was not able to locate him, and it turned out that Eric had lied to us. When he had taken that tumble down the slope in the very first episode, he actually got injured, and he injured his leg pretty bad. And, he was bleeding, as we saw in the video call that he sent us. And in the middle of talking to us, that guy that we'd seen from episode 1 showed up behind him with his torch and, his face covered and stuff. And he, lunged towards, not really lunged, but grabbed towards Eric. And it turned out he's taking Eric back to his cabin. The only problem with that, Eric has no more battery life, and we don't know what's going on with him right now. If he's, if he's safe, if he's okay. We don't know if he can charge his phone there or not. But I just finished all the mini games. Let me just say I hate the mini games so much, but I beat them. So let's go ahead and jump right back into the chat. So we are in group chat and we're starting with Ash. So guys, are you there? Okay, I'm here. Hi, Ash. Well, not all of us. So I'm here. Okay, is that good enough? But the others are all offline. I mean, that should be good enough, but we'll just say, the others are offline. I mean, I think she could see that, but... Okay, we might not even need the others. Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. She had a little bit of plan at the end of the episode that I did, and she just kind of left, and Charlie and I were like, oh, okay. Could you take a look at something real quick? If it is really quick, yes, of course, depends. Yeah, sure. What you got for me? Great. I just need a second opinion. One moment. So great, I just need a second opinion. One moment. Okay, so we're going to a private message with Ash. Okay, it looks like a photo. That looks like an aerial view of something. I can't see what she circled. Can't zoom in. It looks like woods to me, but I could be wrong. So, okay, so what do you think that is? Hard to say. You got any more of you got any more of them pixels? It's hard to say. Might be a water tank, some sort of power distributor, a somewhat dilapidated drinks cabinet. I don't see any of those things. I mean, it looks like an aerial view to me, but then again, it could be like stone or something. I really can't tell what that is. I'll just go with some sort of power distributor. Or perhaps a burned out car. It could be anything really. Seriously, Ash, I have no idea whatsoever. Go with that because I can't even tell what the picture is of. But it doesn't look like a house to you. Is that... no, not really. I mean, it could be on the moon for all I know. Right. Not in the slightest. You do know what houses look like, don't you? Maybe if you asked an imaginative 3-year-old. Because I see no house there. So that's a no. No, definitely not. Sorry. Yeah, it's not very likely. I mean... No, I don't think so. Oh, man. I suppose that wasn't the reply you'd hoped for. And do you maybe feel inclined to give me some context? Is that a satellite picture? I mean, that's what it feels like. I feel like that's like an overview picture, like satellite or, just something aerial or something. I don't know. Okay, so yes. Is that red log? Okay, so is it red log? Double yes. At the dark rise, to be precise. When Eric was walking along the fence earlier, I thought it might be a good idea to take a look at Dark Rise on an online map. I thought maybe I could see how long that fence really was, and more importantly, where it ends. Okay, and why didn't you tell us, but you couldn't find it? Then you could have given Eric directions. I'm assuming she couldn't find it. Yep. It's probably too narrow to see on satellite images. Okay, I think it's probably more down to the trees. Yes, probably, or maybe you just missed it. I mean, it would depend on how tall the fence is, but with the fact that it's a very wooded area, you probably wouldn't see it over the trees. It would probably be a bit lower. So I think it's probably more down to the trees. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, I hoped I might find out where the house is. But yeah. Okay, so she was looking for that, the older guy's house that took Eric. I just can't find it. So this house doesn't really exist, so the man with the torch lied. But it has to be somewhere. I mean, it has to be, unless he's living in the cave. There has to be a house there if he's supposedly taking him to a cabin. Exactly. But he could have lied. Would you maybe take a look at the map too? Maybe you can find it. I was just about to ask you for a link. Sure can't hurt to try with a pair of fresh eyes, but don't get your hopes up. Yeah, fresh eyes, always a good idea. My point exactly. Okay then, give me a second. Okay, so Ash is going to send us the link. I'll send you the link. Okay, Dark Rise. Oh boy. Oh boy, indeed. I wonder what that is. Is that like a big, thick amount of trees, or is it like a little mountain area? Ooh, what's this? Runes? Okay, I think that's what she showed us there. Okay, zoom out, see if I notice anything. There's something here. It's hard to tell what it is. It's just ground. Looks like there could be something in that spot. I mean, we don't even really know where Eric was. Wait a minute. Something above that. Although it would be funny, like, if all of a sudden we just saw, like, a little cabin. I really doubt it would stick out that much. Because it is... Oh. Maybe? Yeah, I think we just found it. This must be the hut, so it does exist, and here's proof. Okay, so I think we found it. Right there. So Eric is... Dude, he's like, not completely middle, but I mean, he's... This looks like something too, though. Looks like runes. Okay, can we save that or something? Share? I don't know if we need to do anything with that. My places. Dark Rise. Okay, so let's exit out. I don't know if that saved it for us. Okay, so, and any luck? Did you find anything? You read my mind. I was just about to message you. You be the judge of that. Yeah, I was just about to message you. Okay, send file. Yep, that's definitely a cabin. Or at least something. Okay, so what do you say? Looks like a hut to me. That should be it, shouldn't it? I mean, it definitely looks like a building. Yes. Yes, clearly. It has to be. That must be it. Okay, so I'm a natural at hide and seek. I mean, I was always good at, when I was younger, those books, those Where's Waldo books, I was always pretty good at those. So, I mean, I'm natural at hide and seek. Well, that's a weight off my chest. And do you want to tell the others? Well, then I've got stuff to do. Yeah, should we tell the others? Might be a good idea. Maybe somebody knows that area? No, I don't think so. Otherwise, Charlie might get bad ideas. Charlie always gets bad ideas. Let sleeping dogs lie and all that. Or do you disagree? I think we should tell him no one. No, I think we should share this evidence. I don't think keeping this a secret is a good idea. It could also be maybe somebody knows, what's in that area. So I think we should tell him. Besides, if he gets bad ideas, what does it matter? I mean, she did call him a pinhead, so in the first episode. I want to know if it was me. I don't want them to feel excluded. I can do it if you like. I mean, I'd want to know. For sure. As you wish. But then you've got to make sure Charlie won't set off for the cave straight away. I mean, how do you expect me to do that? I couldn't even keep Eric out of the cave. That shouldn't be too hard. Oh, so that's what you mean by bad ideas. You know what? I've changed my mind. You know what? I don't think it'll be too hard. And even if he does, it's not a big deal. Okay. Okay, then you tell the others and I'll be off. Or you're leaving me to do the dirty work. And thanks for the help. I was starting to panic when I couldn't find the hut. I can imagine, glad I could help. It was no problem, really, because I'm glad I could help. Okay, then. See you later. Okay, Ash is offline. So we're going to move it to the group chat. Okay, sorry for disturbing you. Have you guys got a moment, guys? Okay, you guys got a moment? May have some information. I found something. Ash and I just found something. Look at this. Let's go with Ash and I just found something. I don't want to leave her out. That's where the hut is located. I'm sure you already know what that is. Yeah, we think that's where the hut's located. It took a while for me to find it. Ash had already given up hope. I hope this puts your minds at ease a bit. It took a while. We found it. Yeah, that's all really. Just thought I'd let you know. Oh, and Charlie? We'll go with that one. Do us all a favor and don't go running off into the woods. You keep away from the dark rise. I mean, yeah, do us all a favor. No running headfirst in the woods. This was not meant as an invitation for you. Do it for me. Don't make me regret sharing this with you. I mean, do it for me. Who can say no to me? Okay, then see you later. Thumbs up. That's hilarious. We just had a whole conversation by ourselves. Nymos. Oh my god, is it Jake? I'm so excited. Jake? What the? I have to go with Jake. Like, is there anything else? So, okay, Nymos, it says, warning, this account uses an unrestricted debug profile with testing role assigned. Potential vulnerability. Debug profiles are for testing purposes only and should never be visible for public. If you see this message, someone might have used a 0-day exploit to access, modify, or execute data on the server. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I am so excited. Okay, so what's the meaning of this? Jake, are you okay? What happened? Where have you been? Let's ask him if he's okay. I'll yell at him later. Oh, come on. Don't you do that. Do not pop up and not talk to me. You will get in even more trouble. Okay, Jake, I'm worried about you and the others. Nymos, is Jake in danger? Can you reply? Is that possible? Oh, I mean, he did create Nymos to help us. Which one do I want to say I'm worried, or should I say he's in danger? I'm going to go with Jake. I'm worried about you and the others. I mean, mostly you, but oh, Alpha Build 04 started. Executing routine preset Azrael forward message. Oh, so he set this to forward messages? Unsent messages detected. So he'd been sending us messages. Is that what it was? What was blocking Nymos? Attempting to load in messages from network provider. Decrypting messages. Success. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Beginning a message. Jesse? Oh, what is going on? Okay, so there's Cleo. It says you have to be friends with this person for longer. We've been friends for long enough. Okay, show missed messages. Are you okay? I just walked past your room and it sounded like you were crying in there. Can I come in? Jesse? End of messages. What? Why would he send us that beginning of messages? Are they living together? Guys, there's something wrong with Jessie. Maybe they all moved in together after what happened. She shut herself in her room and I can hear her crying, but she won't tell me what's going on. Can you please come? Thomas, are you still on the porch? There's a little basket in the kitchen. I think there's a spare key in there. Guys? Is it just my phone, or are your messages just not sending either? End of message. Beginning of message. Okay, so there's Dan. Can someone tell me what's going on up there? Are you on a rampage up there or what? Come on, I can't get up the stairs with this stupid thing. Okay, so Dan is still in a wheelchair. Huh? What's going on? Have I just lost all reception or what's up? Hello, test. Azrael? Can you at least see what I'm writing? Great. Oh, end of message. So when were these from? Nymos is now offline. Okay, so Onward to Duskwood was the achievement we got. So receive your first undelivered messages from Duskwood. Oh, I wonder what was going on with that. Okay, so we have to do more mini games. So I will bring you all back in so we can continue the story, because now that we've got Nymos popping in here, we definitely need to see what's going on. We need to see if Jake's going to make an appearance in this episode, and I really, really hope he is. All right, another set of mini games down, and we are going to jump back into the chat. So we're in the group chat. Oh, it's Eric. Okay, so hey, are you there? Online ready to go as ever. Oh, that's a relief. Of course I'm here. What made you think otherwise? I mean, it's definitely a relief because his battery was dead. So, Azrael, hey. I didn't even notice you were online. Rude. Where have you been? It's so good to hear from you. I was really worried about you. I'm sorry, I couldn't text any earlier. Eric. Okay, so Ash is online. I was meaning to message you the second we got in. But at that point, my battery had given up completely. Okay, we guessed as much, but... I see. So you're in the hut now? Exactly. Okay, so thankfully he had his charger and the guy's got power. Okay, so you still got my voice message. Yes, we did. Yes, and then you went offline. I'm afraid I couldn't listen to it. So, yeah, we got it. Good. I wasn't sure it had gone through. I recorded it, pressed send, and then my screen went black. What about your leg? Did you get it bandaged? Yes, it did. It hardly hurts anymore. And you think we believe you? I mean, he could be lying about it, but, you know, if it did get bandaged up and stuff, I mean, that's good to hear. Very good. I don't believe you, but let's leave it there. Let's skip ahead to the next question. Who on earth is that dude? And why does he have a hut in the middle of nowhere? And where was he going? Was he looking for something in the forest? Where was he going? With a torch and stuff. That would have been my follow-up question. Okay, one by one. His name is Joseph Whitmore. Which is pretty much all he told me on the way here. Okay, was there a reason he didn't say more? He was too focused on finding the way back. And I was too focused on putting one foot in front of the other. There was no direct path to the hut, so we had to go through the undergrowth. That wasn't exactly easy for me. No other way to put it. Okay, so that's why it took you so long. You really thought you could keep your injury a secret from us? I mean, yeah, I cannot believe you lied about that. So I'm going to go with that one. I wasn't intending to. I mean, you kind of were. At first, I hardly noticed it myself, and telling you wouldn't have changed anything about it. I mean, true, when adrenaline kicks in, you know, you tend to not, you know, feel if you have a wound or something like that until you've slowed down to take a break, and that's kind of what he did when he, you know, stopped and talked to us. Anyway, I was just thinking I wasn't going to make it much further when suddenly we were here. He got me some bandages and asked me what I was doing here in Darkrise. Okay, I'd have lied to him if I were you. I hope you told him the truth. What did you tell him? Okay, let's just ask, what did you tell him? That my buddy was missing and I had reason to believe he was someone here in Darkrise. Okay, what was his reaction? And did he act suspicious after you told him that? So you only told him about Adam? Okay, so what was his reaction? Mainly neutral. Did he see Vega? He didn't offer to help you. Describe the hut for us. I mean, do we need the description of the hut? I don't know if we would need that one. Let's go. He didn't offer to help you? No, never. He listened to my story, but he didn't really react to it. So either he's a good actor or he has nothing to do with the situation. And what's the guy like? His character, I mean. He's Introverted. I see, so he's hard to read. Go on. I mean, so that would probably make him pretty hard to read. And he says he never saw Adam. Correct. Nor anyone else or anything suspicious. Let's go with anything suspicious. No, nothing. And we believe him? Yes. He doesn't seem like he's lying to me. Good, that's reassuring to hear. I'm just going to trust your assessment. Would you say you're a good judge of character? I mean, I don't know. If Eric says he feels like he's, doesn't seem like he's lying to him, he's probably right. Even though his whole appearance in the woods was totally sus. I'll just go, that's reassuring to hear. He offered me to rest here for a bit. And as soon as the sun is up, he will escort me out of the forest. That should be soon, right? I don't know. Where is he now? Let's ask where he is now. I don't know. Somewhere in the house? He said he was going to get something. Then he disappeared into one of the other rooms. Oh, God. Dude, run. Wait a second, though. Why wait until dawn? What's he planning on doing until then? Dig a grave? Sharpen his knives? Hide a corpse? I mean, it doesn't sound that suspicious to me. I mean, especially if his hut's kind of off the beaten trail. But I mean, he was wandering around the woods in the dark. But I don't want to panic Eric more than one would, because I would not say that to somebody. If they're in that position, I'd be like, oh, so is he digging a grave? Is he sharpening his knives? Did he hide a corpse? I mean, that would just panic and worry the person even more. So I'm going to go, I mean, it doesn't sound that suspicious to me. Charlie, your imagination, I think that's more for my sake. So I can rest my leg a bit longer. Or maybe because it might have stopped raining by then, or maybe so you can get some sleep. Plus, it's just easier to navigate the forest during the day. I mean, yeah, you can get turned around in the dark, so. We know that from experience now. Just look at Eric for proof. I mean, we know that from experience. What if he's a hunter? Would that be a problem? Are hunters and murderers the same people in your book? I was wondering that myself. I mean, I have to go with this one. Are hunters and murderers the same people in your book? Just because he hunts doesn't automatically make him a murderer. Well, if he doesn't have a license for hunting, things could get pretty bad for him. There are hefty fines on legal poaching and red log, But what does that even have to do with what's going on right now? I don't think Eric's going to be like, oh, hey, are you a hunter? And by the way, do you have a license for hunting here? Oh, I didn't know that. Especially when it comes to endangered species. Yeah, isn't that the case pretty much everywhere? I mean, that's pretty much the case everywhere. You do get fined if you are caught, hunting. Sometimes you have to have a fishing license and stuff like that. You can get in trouble for that. Okay, so Eric, did you see anything in the house that might support that theory? 1 second. I have to put my phone away for a bit. Why? What are you doing? The hunter theory doesn't sound too far-fetched in my opinion. I mean, why do you have to put your phone away? Like to conserve the battery or plug it back in? I think I switched it on too early. Oh, makes sense. Okay. Maybe Eric can take a careful look around. Yeah, and what exactly do you think you'll find? A certificate saying best hunter in the country? Yeah, honestly, Ash. No, but maybe some trophies or something. But a hunter wouldn't be patrolling the forest with a torch. Granted, that's a good point. Why would a hunter have a torch? I have to go with that one. He'd have his gun. Unless he was looking for something. But with a torch? Exactly right there. With a torch. Didn't I already say that? I have to go with a torch. Who looks for something with a torch? You'd use a flashlight. Well, guess he never got that certificate. Oh my god, Charlie, you were far-fetching this so bad. I don't know what's gotten into you. He's got a rifle. He's got what? Were you keeping that from us on purpose? If I lived alone in the woods, I'd have one too. I mean, honestly, yeah. You know, there could be bears there. Yeah, so would I, probably. Well then, there we have it. This proves our theory. Absolutely, case closed. This doesn't prove anything. It's a relief in any case. I mean, it doesn't prove anything. Exactly. See, Ash and I are on the same page. This is concerning if you ask me. Yeah, I agree. Don't blow this out of proportion. It's not long until dawn. And until then, I'll just try getting some rest and taking care of my leg. Okay, you promise you'll be careful? That sounds reasonable. Will you even manage to walk all the way back? I say, you promise to be careful. I mean, don't need him falling and hurting himself again. Yes, of course. Guys, seriously. Stop worrying. I have this under control. Eric is offline. Sure you do. Not to be that guy, but... when Eric says don't worry, then it's time for us to start worrying. Exactly what I was about to say. Well, we can't really do anything about it. And yet, he's been handling things pretty well so far. I mean, he has, other than his little accident, but... okay, you have to admit. Besides, all this speculating is getting us nowhere. We're just freaking each other out. No, he should just rest up. Okay, so in the house of a potential murderer, we're just exploring all possibilities. I'm with you on that. Yeah, he needs rest is what he needs. He's been out all night. At the end of the day, there's only one of us who can truly assess the situation, and that's Eric. And what if it was an accident? An accident? What do you mean? You remember the fence? That fence usually makes sure nobody just wanders through Darkrise. So whenever our buddy Whitmore encounters something in the woods, he's always just thinks he's pointing his rifle at a deer or something. With you so far, or a boar, but not a person. So whenever our buddy Whitmore encounters something in the woods, he'll always just think he's pointing his rifle at a deer or something. I mean, I guess that's a possibility. So I'm with you so far. I get what he's saying. It's a dark night. The forest is dense with trees. What was Adam wearing today? Does anyone know? I can watch the video again. He was wearing light and colorful clothes. He was wearing black. I think he was wearing black. If I remember right. They weren't bright and colorful. I think he was in black. Okay, all cats are black in the dark was the achievement. Prove that you have a good eye for detail and correctly remember the clothes Adam wore when he disappeared. Then, yeah, we got the Onwards to Dusk Squid one. That's what I thought. I thought he was in black, which would have made him very hard to see in the darkness of the woods. That's true. Let's say Adam was walking through Darkrise. And let's not think about why he was there in the first place for a second. Adam and Whitmore run into each other. Whitmore shoots, unaware that he was aiming at a person, with no prior warning. Yeah, in the dark you wouldn't think it was a person, but most people don't hunt deer at night. It's usually more an early morning type thing. And he hits his mark. Okay, I've heard of similar cases. No, that's ridiculous. I mean, yeah, I've heard that's happened to quite a few people. Because you usually wear a bright colored vest as well. So have I. Of course, these things happen. Maybe he only grazed him. Maybe Adam was able to run away. But then Whitmore finds him, which would then explain Whitmore's torch. Yeah, I would explain the torch he's looking for. I think we're over-exaggerating things here. But that would explain the torch because he was looking for him. Exactly. But Adam couldn't get very far. Not with an injury like that. Goodness, Charlie. Are you hearing yourself right now? This is Adam we're talking about. Your friend Adam. Seriously, Charlie, chill out for a second. We have to do this, Ash. The truth can be ugly. I mean, yeah, he does. He needs to chill out. He's just exaggerating all kinds of things that we don't even know if they happen. You say that. You think I'm doing this because it's so much fun? I'm doing this because he's my friend. Because he's important to me. And besides, yes, and besides what, Charlie? One moment. I think someone just knocked on my door. At this time of night? Are you sure? Okay. I'm at this time of night? Oh no, somebody's at his door. It's probably Ash and she's gonna punch you. Are you expecting anyone? No. If you get a package, you need to run the other way. I'm not. Okay, so he just went offline. Ash is offline. I think it's Victoria is offline. All right, we get to do more mini games. All right, everyone, I'm going to go ahead and end that episode there. We're going to end it on a little bit of a cliffhanger with Charlie getting a knock at his door. And, you know, he's not expecting anybody. So I wonder, you know, what it's going to be. Is it going to be like somebody leaves a package? Is it going to be somebody who's going to be key into this investigation into Adam? Who knows? Is Eric okay? Right now he seems to be. The guy's kind of just leaving him alone, letting him rest. Hopefully he will just lead him out of the woods and, back to his car, so we can know that Eric's safe for the time being, and we can get started back on looking for Adam. So I hope you've been enjoying MoonVale episode 2. I'm definitely enjoying it. It's, it's quite the ride, because which I forgot to mention again, we had a little episode with Nymos popping in there and showing us past messages. So I'm very curious when these messages were from, because apparently something was causing our phone to not allow them to go through. So I'm very curious where that's going to lead us as well, and if we're going to get an appearance from Jake just yet. So please leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye.